Hey, good morning, everybody. How are we all doing out there? It has been quite some time since I did a video update, and before the day gets busy, I wanted to check in just to say hello and just, catch up with all of you for a minute because there are a lot of really exciting things coming up on the calendar for the Adventures of Jessie and the Grumpy Gnome. We have our full market season laid out. I've been working on all of these things for our business and also doing a lot of freelance work actually. Now that theater and productions are pretty much more or less like back to full capacity and full swing, a whole lot of work has been coming through, and I'm learning as I go how to balance that aspect of my life and career with all of the wonderful things that I am enjoying every moment of building for our business. So yes, we have new handmade things. I've been doing a lot of original painting. The Grumpy Gnome has been finding the most spectacular, incredible crystals and minerals and stones and just really unique, incredible things. We've been sourcing things together, and I've been getting back out to doing my hikes like whenever I can make time to. We're excited to plan a few prospecting trips in our future in this next year or so. I'm also hoping that travel will be a thing that returns full swing in our lives this year. Probably won't have time for much of it until like the winter of 2023, because this year has been off to a whirlwind of a start. Just like so many things are happening. And for all of you that are patient with me and the time that it takes sometimes for me to respond to messages, thank you. Because I am just kind of figuring it out a little bit as I go, but it's all good things. And I especially wanted to check in just to give some updates on what we're going to be doing in the next couple of months especially. So, but before I get into that, I do really want to take a moment to thank every single one of you out there, because we had the best first full year with the Adventures of Jessie and the Grumpy Gnome, and like all of our markets, everybody we met, this whole past year in 2022, it was like opening the door into a whole new world of wonderful people and just constant learning, and creatively, I feel like I really expanded the kind of things that I enjoy making, and I feel like it enriched my imagination, the combination of the research and the creative engagement and the inspiration that I felt every week from meeting people and doing our markets. I cherish and keep every cool stone and rock and story that you all bring us, because it really just, I am immensely thankful to be part of such a wonderful community that supports not only local businesses, but local artists. So thank you all for valuing that, for showing up for us, for meeting with us, for giving us your feedback, and just every single ounce of support. Thank you from both the Grumpy Gnome, Brian, and myself, because you make all of this possible, and it inspires me and motivates me to keep creating bigger and better things. So thank you. But yeah, it's just, so I kind of had to fall off a little bit in December. We had a lot of holiday markets planned. We were so excited. And then, like so many of us, I came down with a really bad case of the flu. Then Brian got COVID for the first time. And fortunately, neither of us had to go to the hospital. We were able to kind of isolate from home for a few weeks and get better by about the Christmas, New Year's mark. But it was just like a total bummer, because like we really missed out on seeing a lot of people in that very celebratory time of year. Well, now we have a lot of Christmas merch, if nothing else, because we had nothing better to do than stay at home and work on things. but yeah, like, so I did a lot of writing and researching in that time. It was about all I could bring myself to do. But it was good for the digital book that I have in development with all of our crystal descriptions and all of the stories of the items in our shop. It was great for a lot of the blog entries that I'm getting ready to publish. Man, with our podcast, which I haven't been able to record in, God, really this whole last year, I've been writing out different episode outlines and researching for that. So it's all coming together. I think that we had a really wonderful foundational year where we were kind of learning in real time what we could handle week to week. Because as with many of you, my creative friends, we all know that we always have more ideas than we can possibly do in the hours of the day. But it's a matter of which ideas to prioritize and how to balance that. That's kind of been my my learning journey, if you will, for this past year. And balancing that with scenic work has been a really interesting challenge, but also a gift. I'm very grateful to have work, because for the longest time, none of us did. And I'm trying to approach that with wisdom and a realistic understanding of the time I have to give. So, but the projects have been really wonderful for the most part. And man, am I excited for market season. Cause yeah, like after December, I was working in Chicago a lot. Then I went to New York for a little over a week. Not New York City, New York State. I worked at a painting studio called Cobalt Studio. That is like its own blog entry in itself. But I was called in to support a team of artists in painting backdrops for Harvard's theater club that's called Hasty Pudding. So they were translucencies. It was like a big time crunch and a lot of learning things on the fly, but there was a lot of cool things that I learned and some really good people that I met. So I have a whole series I've been writing for all of the traveling painter adventures, because man, it's such a unique industry being in scenic work as an artist who does theater and film. And I find that, like, unless you're in that world, it's not a thing that many people know much about. But when you start to tell them about it, they're like, is that how they do it? So I think it may be worth it to do like different chapters of different projects and just share those experiences. I always have to do it after a production opens, because out of respect for the process and the fact that the first audience should have no idea what it is, I always wait until usually after the first show, probably after the full run, to write about different things. But yeah, so that's coming. I just did a bunch of updates to our website, with our calendar being a huge one. So now we have all of our events laid out on the calendar. So if you would like to plan ahead to see where we're going to be popping up, that's a really good resource. I also include all of the source links for the events themselves. So through our website, you can find the information on the entire event or market or whatever it is, see what other vendors are going to be there, check out maybe if they have live music or food. Like, you can kind of plan your days. So yeah, it's if you go to our website, on the homepage, the next 4 events are right up top, and then you can click on the events tab. It'll take you to the entire calendar that I'll be keeping updated throughout this year as we add dates and things change and evolve. But on that note, let me go ahead and talk through what's coming up for us, because man, so excited. So the very first thing is tonight we are going to be doing just like a fun little, evening live sale featuring some of the new material we have. It's just going to be for maybe a couple hours. We're going to start at 7 p.m. Central on our Facebook page, and we're going to be streaming from our new beautiful, fantastic office space in downtown Valparaiso. So I would love to share the story of that a little bit. But I'll wait until tonight when we're actually there to show you around and tell you about how that all came to be, because that's been a huge part of my life in the last year that's been growing and evolving and kind of blossoming. So yeah, we have a meeting space now and a whole sampling of our inventory there, and it's wonderful with the best people I could possibly imagine in that building with us. So we're in good shape there. But yeah, feel free to stop in tonight, 7 p.m. on our Facebook page. We'll be starting right around then. I'll also post a little icon right after this video with all the information and just the image, keeps it nice and simple. But yeah, we'd love if you'd stop by and hang out with us online for a little bit. It'll be good. So that's tonight at 7. And then the next big thing, I'm so excited to tell you this. We are going to be vendors at the Journeyman Artisan Spring Market for the first time. The Journeyman Market, oh my goodness. Every picture I've ever seen of this market and the quality of the artists and craftspeople there, it is just stunning. And it's really an exciting honor to be joining that roster of vendors. It's their spring market. I think they do the artisan market quarterly. I know they have a spring, a fall, and a holiday, I want to say. So this will be our very first one, and we are so excited. We just got all of our load-in info. But yeah, it's going to be on location at the Journeyman Distillery. Journeyman is in Three Oaks, Michigan, so it's a little bit of a drive, but well worth it. They are in a gorgeous historic building called the Featherbone Factory, and if you'd like to check out more about their business and their history and the kind of different things that they produce, definitely look up Journeyman Distillery in Michigan, because it's a very cool place. And I believe they have food too, so it's a 2-day event. It's going to kick off on Saturday. Sorry, we load in Friday. The event starts on Saturday at 11:30 Eastern time. I believe it goes all the way until 7 on Saturday. And then Sunday, I'm almost positive the hours are 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. Eastern. So you've got 2 days to come check it out. The times and all of the specifics are on the page on our website under events. It'll be right at the top of the homepage if you go there. And from there, you can link to the official site of the Artisan Market, which is great. And I highly recommend checking it out because it's a very cool event. So the Grumpy Gnome and I are making some of the best handmade items we've ever made, putting a lot of care and energy into it because we want it to be awesome and really good quality. So that'll be fun. And then the following week on April 8th, I'm so excited about this. We are going to be doing a fun little pop-up trunk show at a gorgeous magical shop in Chesterton, Indiana. It's the shop is Pieces of Jade. If you haven't been there, you really must go. It's beautiful. It's whimsical. Jade has a lot of the things that are very close to our heart, showcased there. You have incredible handmade jewelry that you'll never find anything like anywhere else. They have a wonderful selection of crystals, of metaphysical items and tools and artwork. There's just a host of beautiful things to discover if you stop in. So if you're looking for a really wonderful, magical, whimsical, metaphysical kind of place, Pieces of Jade is awesome. But yeah, so we're gonna be hanging out there on Saturday, April 8th, and during the day, and we're gonna bring some of our more folklore and fantasy leaning things, as well as some of our more rare and unique and hard to find crystals, because our collection is really diversified, and we want to really bring things that maybe people haven't had an opportunity to see, or that might be from a very cool part of the world. Something unique with a really cool story. So that'll be all featured at Pieces of Jade on April 8th. Then the following Saturday, there's another event I'm incredibly excited for. we have our very first small business pop-up event with Fluid Coffee Roasters, and we're going to be set up at their beautiful Crown Point location. That's happening on Saturday, April 15th. I want to say it's from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. Again, check our website for the times because I'm a little fuzzy on. There's so much coming up that I know the general, but please check it out for the specific start and stop time. I remember the days at this point. I'm just, I'm trying to schedule a whole lot right now. It's all good though. I'm like really enjoying every moment of it. So yeah, please come visit us, get a wonderful, unique and delicious handcrafted beverage. Come hang out on a Saturday at Fluid. Again, we'll be at the Crown Point location with a little like table setup and a fun sampling of all of the things we do with the adventures of Jessie and the Grumpy Gnome. So yeah, and then towards the end of April, the last thing we have going on is every year around Earth Day weekend, we do like a whole clear out and of our garage and our inventory, and basically turn it into like a big festive collector's garage sale. So Brian, our beloved Grumpy Gnome, is an incredibly prolific collector, and he finds more things than we could ever possibly list through our eBay store. And so the garage sale is a really fun opportunity to get things that we just don't have space for, priced incredibly fairly to move. We love to cut deals. We want to connect our extra stuff with people who really appreciate it or can use it. We've done a lot of sales with like records and books and vintage toys and media. Just anything collectible is really like what we have. And I do share pictures of the specific bins like leading up to. So I'm hoping that we can do our garage sale on Saturday and Sunday during Earth Day weekend. So that would be like an 8 a.m. to 4 at our place in Portage. The whole garage and driveway will be opened up. We usually run it, you know, just daytime hours, always 2 days. And sometimes the weather doesn't quite hang on our side. If we have a really rainy weekend coming, then we will postpone it to the following weekend, on the 29th and 30th of April, I believe. But if you are a collector or just love digging through stuff, never knowing what you're gonna find, please come hang out at our garage sale. It's a good time. It's wild. It's a lot of stuff. So it's like it's Brian's special day and all of the amazing things that he collects. And I love the people we meet at our garage sales. Y'all are awesome. And you give me so much appreciation and knowledge and learning of the stories and the value of the things that Brian collects. Because I understand some of it. I'm more of a creator than a collector. I appreciate all of it, but I don't always know all the things that you guys do. And man, I always learn very cool stuff when we do a garage sale, so thank you. Yeah, and then, so just to wrap this up, May is when the market season really starts kicking. We will start doing the Chesterton European Market, which we love. It's like our hometown place. That's every Saturday from 8 a.m. to 2. The whole group there, man, the other vendors, our wonderful director, Chad, who runs the whole market, like just a fantastic ship, really. It's a huge amount of things to coordinate. And he and the Duneland Chamber do a phenomenal job. It's a wonderful, wonderful thing to be a part of. It's where we've met so much of you is through just you coming by our booth at the Chesterton Market on Saturday. And I'm very excited to announce that we're going to be there pretty much every Saturday this year. The only dates we're missing are due to like family events. In the fall, I have a little bit of freelance work with Peninsula Players Theater up in Wisconsin. So unless I'm out of town on a paint contract or we have a family thing, we will be there on Saturday. And for the specific dates, you can check out our website at jessieandgrumpygnome.com. Towards the end of May, the Hobart Summer Market also starts on Thursday nights. We had so much fun at that one last year. It was awesome. It has like a really fun, youthful, like festival atmosphere a little bit. It's just during the summer, late May through mid-August. But it's great. Like, they do movies in the park, they do events for families, they have great food. It's right off the lake, right in Hobart, near the downtown. So we had a blast there every single Thursday. And we're going to be there for all of the dates this year, the full season. So we're very excited. And then the final thing I do want to fill you in on, well, there's two. We are going to be doing the first pop-up event at Alley Cat's Curiosity Shop on May 7th. That's going to be awesome. Like, Alley Cat's Curiosity Shop, is in Valparaiso, and they have a wonderful selection of beautiful, unique things. Lots of really creatively decorated furniture and beautiful clothing, awesome artisan handmade goods. They have a great diverse selection. It's beautifully curated, wonderfully organized, and they do pop-up markets on Sundays during the summer to showcase local businesses. So we're going to be doing their very first pop-up on May 7th. I believe it's from noon to 4. But if you do come see us at the pop-up event, we'll be outside. Please stop by. Definitely go into the shop and see what they have, because it's amazing. And then last but not least, the Valparaiso Market is happening for us this year. I'm so excited. We're going to be doing Tuesday mornings. I'll probably do about 3 Tuesdays a month, because I will need some time in here to replenish stock and make things, and also just rest and keep the pace, because this is like our first truly full-time market season, and I'm very excited. It's the first one where we're really doing multiple things every week and consistently, and I just want to be mindful of that and make sure that I protect some time to continue to make really fun, inspired, unique, handmade things with lots of love and care. I also really need to, keep time for doing my own paintings and all of the wonderful illustration work and like portrait commissions and things that are coming through. So yeah, if you want to find the exact dates, we'll be in Valpo. It'll always be on the Tuesday. We'll be in Chesterton on Saturday, so we won't be able to be in 2 places at once. But yeah, Tuesdays in Valpo, I believe it's 9 a.m. to 1. They do like the Valparaiso Market, which has some really great produce and food and handmade goods. It's really cool. It's in the pavilion right downtown, really fun place to walk around. And it happens to be literally right next to the building where our new office space is. So I can literally like load things out down the stairs and be right there. It's a beautiful thing. But yeah, so there'll be lots of places to come hang out and see us. I'm so excited. We have such like a thriving, just brilliant community for local businesses and artisans, and just it really is such a wonderful gift to be stepping into this new chapter with the adventures of Jessie and the Grumpy Gnome. And I'm hoping to just keep bringing you guys really exciting stories. I'll keep you posted on when new events are happening. Also, when I'm painting shows or working on productions, I'll share when those things are opening, because I have the great privilege of working with some incredibly brilliant, creative, fantastic people who are just at the top of their game and make amazing art. And I very much want to share that with as much transparency as I possibly can with everybody. But yeah, so website updates, calendar updates, our live sales tonight, all the market things are coming down the way. There's so many good projects happening. I've been painting in Chicago a lot over the last 2 weeks on a really special, enormous project with the best team of painters I could ever, they're just awesome. So there's a lot I cannot wait to share with you all. And in the meantime, thanks for hanging out with me on a Friday morning. And yeah, I hope that you all have been doing well. I can't wait to see you again in person a lot. And yeah, take care, stay creative, stay inspired, and be well. And I will see you soon. Bye, guys.